In my community of Curve Lake, Cileana Taylor was a beautiful, beautiful girl. She loved animals, and in the words of her sister, she will forever be missed and celebrated. Cileana is now another Indigenous woman who didn't make it home after her intimate partner violently assaulted her. Rest in power, my love. That's her sister, Sage Castell. When he was arrested for attacking Taylor, Jordan Morin was out on bail for a separate 2019 attack. And when he was out on bail in the Cileana Taylor case, he was arrested in January 2021 for the alleged assault on another woman in November of 2020. As a final sickening coda, Morin was sprung on bail again in February 2021, just 3 weeks before Taylor died. Over the years, he also did 10 months in the slammer for assaulting a Good Samaritan who suffered life-changing facial injuries. Today, in the House, your response to my colleague to diminish crime in this country was, you said, and I quote, "We delivered bail reform." What would you like to say to Cileana Taylor's family about your bail reform that you've delivered?
Minister?
To Ms. Taylor's family, I would express deep sorrow and sympathy in terms of the fact that Cileana is no longer with us. I think that's a horrific crime, and it's a tragedy that shouldn't be happening in our society. What I would also say is that we've been working very hard to try and address violence against women, particularly Indigenous women. That's why we launched the MMIWG inquiry. And that's why we've had the calls to justice that we're working to implement. Some of the bail matters that you mentioned have actually been dealt with in Bill C-75 and Bill C-48, where we implemented a reverse onus on bail for people that commit intimate partner violence, and we accentuated that in Bill C-48. But what I would say to you is that the same thing that I've been saying repeatedly to many different provincial actors is that what I want to know, and I'm sure you want to know as well, Ms. Ferreri, is that the circumstances upon which that individual being released on bail at least twice by your account, what were those circumstances? Did the Crown contest the bail? I would like to know that. And if the bail was granted above the Crown's objections, did they appeal the bail through what's called a bail review? Was bail denied because there was no detention facility ready to take that person? Because what Canadians need to understand is that
Thank you.
a likelihood of reoffending,
I've given you lots of
a
time.
likelihood of reoffending is one of the basis grounds
same,
for denying bail.
Madam Chair.
And clearly that wasn't accurately applied.
So, you know, I see you wanting to try to talk over this, and it's just, it's beyond insulting what you just said. And, you know, you blame everyone else. You blame everyone else. We saw this with then Minister Marco Mendicino. It wasn't his fault, right, that Paul Bernardo was transferred in the dead of night. He's just the minister. Minister, this is ridiculous. You are the minister. To blame the provinces is just absurd. And your murdered and missing Indigenous women, you've been, you know, the AFN President Cindy Woodhouse has said, this failure is not acceptable to our people. You have failed everyone, and you don't take any accountability. You have no humility at all.